Welcome to Business of Design. Business of Design is the world's best business training for interior design professionals like you. If you're ready to implement an exact business model for running a streamlined, profitable business, field tested by thousands of design professionals around the world, head to businessofdesign.com and get started today. It's time to dramatically improve your business and transform your life. Business of Design. There's only one.
Well, hello, you fabulous interior design professional. Welcome to Business of Design. Before we dive in, I just want to say this. If you're listening as we're dropping this episode, happy holidays. Whether you are wrapping gifts or wrapping invoices or wrapping up the last punch list of the year, I am sending you a gigantic heartfelt hug. This season can feel like a lot. It's beautiful sometimes, yes, but it can feel like a lot. And if no one has said this to you yet, let me say it. You've probably done enough and you deserve a moment to breathe. Now, I am doing this episode in an unusual setting. If you're looking on Facebook or on YouTube, rather, watching the video, I am in a classroom. I am currently in Barcelona, where I am staying for a month to improve my Spanish. And everybody's gone to lunch, and I have a classroom that has a little window all to myself. And so I thought I would bang this off. And I want to say, if you're new to us, we're so glad you are here. This is a podcast for designers who are absolutely done settling for a business that drains them dry. And I can relate to what that felt like. And I have decided to take a month for myself, a month to learn Spanish. I've done some yoga classes in Spanish. Oh my gosh, I thought yoga in Spanish will be so easy because you know the poses and whatever, but the teachers speak so quickly and I have absolutely no idea what they're saying. So I just follow the person next to me, but I hear words, cuerpo, cabeza, brazos, whatever. Hopefully by the end of the month, I'll know a little bit more of what they're saying. I've also been taking my tap dancing classes in Spanish. It turns out one of the best studios in Europe is right around the corner from the apartment I'm staying in. So that was super lucky. I just happened to bring my tap shoes because I read about it. So I am really enjoying my classes de claque and, wandering around a city that I think architecturally is so, so special. My team is back home and they are settling brand new clients into their very first home. Fresh flowers, a fully organized kitchen, all the zhuzhing that goes on there. And the clients are delighted, even though I'm not there. They knew I was taking a holiday. They supported it. And when I get back in mid-December, we will launch their big renovation. Now, years ago, this would have been impossible and absolutely ridiculous. Let me remind you what old Kimberly looked like, okay? I was overwhelmed, 100% overworked, absolutely underpaid, and I was the person paying myself, micromanaging everything, and I had a revolving door of staff. No repeat clients, no referrals, and just bone deep exhaustion. And really, if I'm honest, even humiliation, because that doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel great when you run into other designers, and that's what it was going on. The truth is, I was the problem. I didn't know it then, but I was the problem. I didn't give my team clarity. They had no structure. I didn't actually give them a way to win, to make me happy. I was the bottleneck on everything from sourcing to scheduling to client communication to invoicing. But here's what changed for me. Spoiler alert, systems, real systems. And today, the systems that I have been using for years to run a very happy, thriving, and profitable firm are the systems we teach at Business of Design. So let me tell you exactly what kind of systems I'm talking about. Of course, you need a system. You need many, many systems in your business, like so many. I don't even know how many, probably 1,000. Some of the systems will run your business And some of the systems will run your projects. And we're most famous for the system we use, which is called affectionately the BOD 15, or Business of Design 15-Step Project Management Strategy, which is a mouthful. But that's a system that allows you to run projects from beginning to end in a really logical way, in a lovely way, in an efficient way, in a way that makes clients happy and gets them to call you back year after year after year. It took years for me to develop those systems. I developed them the hard way, one knock at a time. And today I can tell you that every single system that was created improved the quality of my life and my business. And once I'd accumulated more than a few, it changed everything. It saved my sanity. It's the BOD 15 is the entire project mapped out from that very first phone call to the final installation to photos on your website, every phase, every deliverable, every handoff. So is it a system? It is a system, but it is a bucket for 100 other systems that fall within it. Once I had these systems, though, what was amazing is suddenly my team, my clients, my trades, they knew what happens when. They knew who was responsible for which tasks, and they knew what something would look like when it was completed well, what success looked like. No more like, hey, Kimberly, what do you want me to do next? Right? When you're having to micromanage someone else's to-do list, are you kidding me? Like, I don't have time for that. No more reinventing the wheel, no more chaos, no more late nights. Just a huge game changer. So that's running projects. We also have now, but back then, one of the things that really challenged me was trades. How on earth can I manage the trades? This seems unmanageable. And initially, we had a document we called Rules of Engagement, which sounded very warlike, but that's how I felt. Like this was a battle and I was going to win. And if you were going to work for me, you were going to do it my way. And of course, as we began to develop Business of Design, I think it was Cheryl who said, that sounds a little aggressive. I think we should come up with a better name for Rules of Engagement. So today it's called the Trade Partner Agreement. But before I had these rules and boundaries and systems and protocols for working with my trades, I felt trapped at the mercy of whichever trade was in front of me. No matter how much information I gave them, it never was quite enough. I had painters asking me questions that electricians needed to answer, and I was the middleman. My team was constantly checking with me instead of with the trade who had the answer. Every single trade and sub-trade had a different expectation of what they were supposed to do versus what someone else is going to do. And today, man, I can tell you, everybody knows their lane. Everyone knows their responsibilities. Everyone knows the sequence of events. I would say our trade partner agreement probably eliminated 80% of interruption-based stress on job sites, which is a lot. Um, Today, not only is my profit high, but so are my referrals, which means I can bugger off for a month in Barcelona. And I know that I have on December 16th, 2 days after I get home, a juicy consultation for a big new project, which I'm excited about. I used to wing it with every client, just never a good plan. And now instead, with clients, with trades, with staff, I have structure for all my communication. I know that my job is to set expectations early, to outline how we work, to tell clients when they'll hear from us, tell staff when they'll hear from me, tell trades when they'll hear from me, and educate all of those people on my boundaries, which, by the way, makes their life easier because they know what's good and what isn't if you want to work effectively with me. And all of these structures and protocols and boundaries, they seem really onerous, but actually they reduce so much stress. No more panicked emails, no more late night texts, no more constantly trying to earn back trust that's been lost. And today I can say I have exclusively repeat clients. If I don't have a repeat client, it's because they didn't have money for another project yet, or they're older. Some of my clients, we've moved into probably what will be their final home. I get referrals from clients, and all of that means I can rest assured that my client pipeline is going to stay strong while I'm away. You know, for me, back in the day, one of the worst parts of all of it was anything related to money. I was completely uncomfortable talking about money, and I God help you if you can't talk about money in this business, because you will be in trouble. I wasn't good at tracking hours. I certainly wasn't good at billing clients for all the hours we worked. I have a profit margin. What's that? What should I charge? I don't know. What do you think I can get away with? I was leaking money like a leaking ship. Today, I know I actually have agency. I can decide how much profit I want to make. I can decide what I want to take home at the end of the year. I can decide that I will take a salary and I will earn profit, and I will take that profit and I will put it somewhere so it can generate wealth. I never thought of things like that, 20 years ago, 25 years ago when I started. So this is why I can travel. This is why I'm not broke in Barcelona, but I'm having a great time. This is how my business is sustainable without me. It's all about the systems. And so if you're sitting there listening and you're thinking, oh, bully for you, Kimberly, I'm sorry that it came off that way. I hope I impressed upon you just how low I started. Um, and if you're thinking, gosh, I wonder how I could get my life back. I wonder how I could stop being the bottleneck. I wonder how I could build a team that actually thrives, how I could step away from my business and it wouldn't fall apart. Then I can tell you there is a way. You can do it if I can do it. There's a path. You can follow it. And since it's the holidays, I'm going to give you a little nudge, a little self-serving nudge. And I'm going to say, why don't you give yourself a gift that really matters this year? Not candles, not slippers, not something bought at a craft market. I'm talking about a gift that's going to give you back your time. It's going to give you enormous profitability, and it's going to give you the life you really dreamed of and deserved. I'm talking about a Business of Design membership. If you're already a member, thank you. You sustain us. You make us so proud. We have so many testimonials. We've been terrible at capturing, but we literally have hundreds and hundreds of positive testimonials. And, for those of you who have been a member, maybe, or your real problem is money, financial literacy, then we do have a 6-week financial boot camp kicking off again in March. Small groups by design, but deep accountability. And whoa, my God, money breakthroughs across the table was unbelievable. This is really a permanent way to upgrade what you earn. Get on that waiting list. Don't miss out. All right. Before I let you go, I want to wrap up this little holiday solo episode with a wish from me to you. May your clients be delightful. May your punch lists be short. May your inbox be full of happy referrals from the clients who love you. And may 2026, can you believe it, be the year your business finally supports your life. I would love to spend more time with you in 2026. I hope you'll make that happen. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay well, and happy holidays, everyone.